you guys really believe that an entrepreneur begins his day at 6 a.m. and he starts off his day with push-ups? Hell no. Being an entrepreneur is all about practicality, convenience, and above all, it's about how to be an absolute boss at what you do. And you can only do that with quality sleep. That's why I'm going to show you my real morning routine. Right from the beginning, BeerBiceps has been a startup in my eyes. It's an entrepreneurial venture that I've been running for the past 2 years. Currently, I'm in the process of launching another company. I'll talk about that in some other video because today's video is more about the systems I've followed in my life outside my work in order to make my life inside my work much more efficient. Being successful boils down to hard work, but more importantly, it boils down to smart work. And if you're someone who's chasing that smart work goal, your life should be a collection of systems. You should optimize the rest of your life in order to optimize your career. That's why in today's video, I'm going to talk about my morning routine and the kind of effect it has on the rest of my career. It's just basic tasks I perform in my first hour of getting up that set me up for the day. First thing I do, I get up from my bed and I stand in front of my window to let my body and my eyes absorb light. I don't believe in consuming caffeine when you get up, but I do believe in consuming nature's caffeine. Your body's got something called a circadian rhythm. It's your body's natural biological clock. And your bio clock responds to your environment. If you get up in the morning and stand in front of a window, it's kind of like a natural shot of caffeine. It's a shock for your body. It signals to your hormonal system to get your body active for the day, for your waking hours. I always start with this system and then I move on to the look side of things. Why? Because being in a business, doing deals, meeting people, networking, you have to care about grooming. Remember, your first impression is your last impression in a lot of these situations. Looking good, but more importantly, looking neat and tidy is a very crucial part of your career. Primarily because most human beings are judgmental and they judge other human beings by how polished and professional those people look. That's why obviously start your day with a hot shower. That's also where I begin my thought process for the day. I enter the bathroom and the first thought that hits me is, Ranveer, what is your mission for today? What I personally believe is that your morning is the time you start taking aim to shoot that bullet. That's how you need to look at it. Especially if you're someone who's trying to start your own business, you need to have a mission every single day when you get up. And at this point, you can start with your mission. But let's talk about more superficial things. I start my shower initially with hot water, get myself clean, and then I make sure I end my shower with cold water. Primarily because I'm a bro who lifts, and if you lift, you need that little bit of cold water to help you cope with the inflammation and to help with your recovery. Also, cold water is fantastic for the health of your skin because it helps close your pores. And speaking about skin and grooming, that's where today's video sponsor comes in. Sponsor, sale dishonest unsubscribing. Yes, today's video sponsor is the Gillette Mark III Turbo. And bro to bro, let me tell you one thing. A lot of people think that YouTubers earn millions from YouTube views, but that's not true. YouTube views only account for about 25% of our salaries. And if you guys support the work that we do as YouTubers, these product placements are a part of the game. You need to remember that. But where we come in as honest YouTubers is that we only recommend products that are practically useful to the viewers. Like this product, for example, very useful in the life of an entrepreneur. I spoke about having a mission when I go into the shower. All that happens on autopilot mode. I'm kind of not in control of all these other tasks I do. And that's why when I begin my morning grooming routine, I want to use a good razor that doesn't slip from my hand when I'm shaving super fast in that autopilot mode. Also, it's got springs in the razor blade and this helps me dodge the acne when I'm shaving and also give me a very close precision shave. And finally, and very importantly, the biggest reason I'm a fan of this razor is because you don't need to replace the razor blades often. I get to save money on this. Kya save money, sale YouTuber? Yes, being an entrepreneur is about saving money wherever you can save money. Warren Buffett said that large fortunes are made through small increments. And if you're someone who's running his own business, you need to save money everywhere you can so that one day you can invest those savings back into your business. That's how I look at things, and till I become a billionaire at least, I'm going to continue saving money. Something very crucial. And once I'm done with my shave, I'll wash my face with a mild face wash and cold water. Once again, to just close my pores. Now you can close your pores by using aftershave, but using cold water does the exact same job, and it's also great for the health of your skin. But enough with the grooming side of things. The next step in my morning routine is the most important part of my day. Oh. A lot of people think that meditation is about sitting in one place, closing your eyes and not having any thoughts in your head. That's not how a human mind works in 2017. We're humans and thoughts are meant to be in our heads. That's something you need to understand about meditation. This whole concept of keep your mind empty is a very advanced meditation concept. You've got to work your way up till there. A lot of skeptics might think, how will closing your eyes for 20 minutes a day actually help you in your work? I've made an entire video on meditation, which I'd highly recommend you guys check out. There's scientific research that says that in the long term, meditation increases the gyrification in your brain, which are the folds, which effectively means it increases your processing power in your brain. That's why I do recommend an activity like meditation to any young person and especially any young entrepreneur. The life of an entrepreneur or even the life of a YouTube star can be very, very stressful. And that's why you need a factor like meditation in your life just to calm down your whole life and maximize your output in the real world. There's 3 primary advantages of meditating in the long term. I've been meditating for almost 2 years now, and the 3 biggest reasons I meditate are firstly because it provides kind of an escape. When you're a YouTube celebrity or when you're a social media star, you're always in the limelight. People are always gauging everything you're doing, and it can kind of put a little pressure on you to perform constantly. There's this saying that if you're an entrepreneur, you're working 7 days a week. Unlike someone who's doing a regular job, you're creating your own product, and that's why it kind of becomes an obsession. When your product is your obsession and you work towards success, you will end up hitting success. But keep in mind, something like obsession can drive you mad, and that's why you need a factor like meditation to kind of escape from your real life. The second factor is that I've met a lot of social media stars, a lot of YouTube stars who kind of let the success get to their heads. Believe it or not, it is true. A lot of the things you guys see on YouTube, on your screens, isn't the reality. When you go and actually meet those people, you see they're very different from their online personas. Not everyone, but a lot of them. When I was starting on my own YouTube channel, I made a decision. I promised myself that I wouldn't ever let success, fame, or arrogance get into my head. I'd always try to remember where I came from, and I'd always try to remember what it took to get to that point. Meditation is one of those factors that keeps reminding you that at the end of the day, you're not some superstar. You're still a human being. And the third very important factor is how meditation can increase your focus exponentially. I spoke about how when I get up in the morning, I have a certain task in my head, a certain mission for the day. And that mission is what I think about during my meditation session. In those 20 minutes, I think of my goal and I try streamlining the process. I try polishing up the process. I try figuring out, okay, what are the steps I need to do to get me to that goal in the best possible way. That's where something like meditation comes into play. Possibly the most important factor in my life as an entrepreneur. Now, meditation has been a constant in my life for the past 2 years, but the other massive constant has been this. It's just a basic notebook where I list down my tasks for the day and even for the entire week. Now, what I believe in is that any long-term goal can be broken down into short-term goals, and any short-term goal can be broken down into a series of tasks. Those tasks are what I write down on this notebook, and the amount I've accomplished just with the help of this notebook is something unthinkable. When I was starting out my entrepreneurial journey, just after engineering college, I thought that entrepreneurs are people who do crazy things when compared to the average human being. And I thought that they do those crazier things at some other level of human consciousness. But when I actually got to it, what I realized is that business boils down to basic common sense. You shouldn't be intimidated by the world of business. You shouldn't be intimidated by the world of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship isn't about making money and doing crazy things. Entrepreneurship is just this. It's knocking off tasks constantly. And it might seem easy, but knocking off tasks is one of the most difficult things in the world. It's not everyone's cup of tea. But if you're serious about your own entrepreneurial journey, I would highly recommend this. Now that's that with the entrepreneurial side of things. But I also end my morning routine with one important task: getting my water intake in. I keep talking about this on the channel. And it's not just the water intake, but a lot of the concepts I talk about on the channel, I do actually follow them in real life. I don't touch coffee. I do follow intermittent fasting. So right now it's 11 a.m. I'm going to begin my first meal of the day at 2 p.m., 3 hours from now. Some people might wonder that why should you dedicate one entire hour to your morning routine? But what I genuinely feel is that your performance in your work, in your career, is a reflection of how good and well set your morning routine is. If you want to work at maximum efficiency, it's about having efficiency in the rest of your life, outside your work. Make time for play, make time for work, but above all, what I genuinely feel is also make time just to be grateful to the world. Today, I've spent about 2 years on this channel. We're at around 350k subs, and I'm sure that within a year, I will hit that 1 million mark. Every single day when I get up at the end of my morning routine, before I actually begin my work tasks for the day, I say one big thank you to the universe, because I'm very, very grateful for what the universe has given me today. I may or may not believe in God, I don't know that answer yet, but what I do believe in is that I've been very lucky. I begin my day with one big thank you, and that's when I can actually get to my work tasks for the day. If you guys like today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at BeerBiceps. And if you have anything to say about this video, make sure you drop a comment. I'd love to start some kind of an entrepreneurial series on the channel. So until next time guys, from Ranveer, hope you liked it. See you.